Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Good morning, 904. It's a Wednesday morning, and we got a good one for you. CJ Nasello, it's our daily show, and man, the rain is here, and going to be a rough one out there in the next 24 hours. Hey, coming up on this show in about 15 minutes, we're going to be talking all about Centerstone and their Crisis Stabilization Unit. We've talked about this topic before. Karsen Finney will join us again to fill us in on some of the new updates and just ways that we can utilize that wonderful program with part of our Recover With Us campaign with Centerstone. At 9:40, I'm out of breath today. We're going to be talking to Sarah and company with the OSCAR MEYER WIENERMOBILE. Now, of course, the weather outside isn't really the best. I mean, we can all kind of agree on that. But we're going to try, for the first time, I'm going to take this show up the stairs, and we're going to do things. We're going to interview them in the studio, okay? And then afterwards, what we'll do is we'll try to take a little bit of an on-the-road outside of the studio, tour the inside of the Wienermobile. Then we'll take another break, come back, and then talk to Aptitude Advancement. My cousin Kylie just started this company. We're going to get the updates on really all the great work they're trying to do and what they've been able to accomplish so far in ways that we can utilize their services. Just Right Organizing joins us. I know, busy show. Just Right Organizing joins us at 10:35 for an update on just the great work she's done. She's really found a niche, and we're going to talk about that, plus ways we can utilize Cali's services. Then at 10:45, 10:50, we're going to be wrapping the show up with Lacy McDonald for a segment on our local history, the article that she writes weekly for RiverBender.com. We have those conversations, get even more insights into that piece and so much more. But at 9:05, what an intro. Man, oh man, that was a long one. Here's what's happening around the Riverbend. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update. You can join myself and 70,000 people that are in the know each and every day of the work week and on Saturdays with around the Riverbend. The top story of the day is right here in the city of Alton as 2025 is shaping up, with former Alton Mayor Brant Walker announcing his candidacy for mayor in the 2025 election, citing issues such as rising property taxes, increased crime, and economic stagnation since he left office 3 years ago. Walker criticized the current administration's lack of transparency and support for small businesses, emphasizing the need for proactive crime prevention and community-focused governance. He highlighted his past achievements, including resolving the budget crisis and freezing property taxes, while acknowledging his mistakes and commitment to re-earning public trust. Walker aims to build a safer, more prosperous Alton by engaging with voters and outlining his vision for the city's future. We'll have more updates as more candidates do announce their candidacy for the mayor's seat, and we'll keep you updated with your daily dose of local here on RiverBender.com. Also in the news, one of the worst stories I've ever read. An Alton man, Nathan Welch, 31, faces 7 Class X felony charges for allegedly sexually assaulting a 4-month-old child. and sharing photographs of the act online. Welch is charged with 2 counts of predatory criminal sexual assault of a child and 5 counts of child pornography. From March the 2nd to June the 4th, Welch allegedly assaulted the child and posted photos on the Kik messaging platform. A cyber tip led to the search of Welch's Alton residence, where he reportedly admitted to the crimes. He remains in custody, awaiting his initial court appearance. Also in the news today, on the latest episode of You're Beautiful with Brian Trust, Pastor Jose Diaz shared his transformative journey to Christ, discovering God at 22. Diaz has since dedicated his life to ministry at Hope Community Church in Granite City. He emphasized Christ's desire for a loving relationship with humanity, offering peace and an abundant life. You can tune in every Thursday at 2 p.m. on RiverBender.com to catch You're Beautiful with Brian Trust. Alton Mayor David Goins spoke to the community on July the 2nd about the large sinkhole at Gordonmore Park's soccer field and its broader impact. Here's what we know. This sinkhole, caused by mine subsidence, had disrupted public use and local economic activities, affecting families, seniors, and the sports tourism industry, including the Alton River Dragons and Spencer Teolin Golf Course. The mayor highlighted the economic hit to local businesses in the Parks and Recreation Department. He assured residents of ongoing safety inspections and remediation efforts, emphasizing resilience. Goins pledged support for the affected businesses and the community's economic future. Finally in the news at 9:09 today, NFL player Michael Ford Jr. recently held a free football clinic at Public School Stadium, drawing a large crowd of young athletes. Ford, who grew up in Alton and played for Marquette Catholic, has had a notable career in the profession level, including stints with the Detroit Lions, the Denver Broncos, the Atlanta Falcons, the Cleveland Browns, and now the Houston Texans. Ford's active service to his hometown highlights his commitment to giving back. Alton Mayor David Goins and Marquette Principal Tim Harmon praised Ford's connection with local youth and his positive influence. The clinic served as an inspiring reminder for Ford's dedication to uplifting his community, and he is one of our difference makers on RiverBender.com. If you have a difference maker, please submit it to news@RiverBender.com so we can highlight them and their great work in the community as well. At 9:09, that's a look at what's happening around the River Bend. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update, and you can never miss out. Hey, while I have you, text RB. Big R, big B. What is going... Oh, man. Hold on here. A big R and a little b to 618-202. Get on over here, 4618, 618-202-4618, and we'll alert you on all of the things that you need to know. Weather alerts, closings, cancellations, breaking news, you name it, that all happens when you text RB to that phone number. Let's take a look at your weather forecast. It's going to be rainy. Grab the umbrella and, enjoy the next couple of days, I guess. 75 degrees right now. It feels like 76 today. Humid, heavy rain and thunderstorms early this morning, and they're predicting some this afternoon. So if you have some outdoor activities, keep an eye on the weather because things could change. Thunderstorms could bring some damaging winds and even some flash flooding. We already had reports of that in St. Louis. And hail. Tonight, cloudy and humid. Late thunderstorms followed by periods of rain and even more thunderstorms as the morning rolls into Friday. Air quality today is ranked at good at 41. Grass is low, mold is low, ragweed low, tree levels low, and the UV index moderate. No need for some sunscreen today. If you needed it, well, maybe so. And temperatures today reach 89 degrees, drop down to 72 overnight as we head into Thursday. On Thursday, a 96% chance of more thunderstorms, a high of 84. A low of 72 degrees. And on Friday, partly sunny skies, a high of only 83. How about that? Yeah. And then a low of 66 on Saturday. A high of 84, a low of 65. And then on Sunday, a high of 89 degrees, a low of 68. That's a look at your next 5 days of weather. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and return home. Hey, while I have you, are you looking for a fresh start on the road to recovery? Life free from addiction is possible, and it starts at Centerstone. Centerstone's a national leader in mental health and substance use disorder treatment for people of all ages, with a commitment to delivering care that truly changes people's lives. Centerstone's dedicated clinicians use evidence-based practices in their treatment programs. This means the recovery care plan is developed for you based on the latest science. There's so many unknowns on the road to recovery, but one thing that you can know for sure is that Centerstone will be that constant guiding force for you on your recovery journey. It's 2024. We all know somebody that's affected. Addiction can happen to anybody. But the good thing is, so can recovery. So start working toward your recovery today by visiting Centerstone online at recoverwithus.org. That's recoverwithus.org, or by calling 1-877-HOPE. 123. Hey, while I have you too, get your Scotty McCreery tickets because they are really starting to go. I don't think honestly, this is going to be a highly anticipated event. Tickets are starting to go, and you need to get yours. Otherwise, you're going to be missing out on Cabin of Solo and all those classics that you've come to love since 2011 when Scotty McCreery debuted and just broke records with that first album. To have a country megastar coming into the 618 is a big, big deal for the 618, and especially for our riverfront, that economic impact where so many businesses will be lit up all night long when Scotty McCreery's on the stage. You're stopping into you're stopping into your favorite restaurant, you're grabbing a bite to eat, you're going down to the amphitheater and having the time of your life in August when you watch Scotty McCreery take center stage at Alton Riverfront Amphitheater. The doors open at 7 p.m. and he takes the stage at 8. I'm telling you, this is a show you will not want to miss. I mean, all the you go down the gauntlet. Kenny Rogers, Better Than Ezra, Beach Boys, Steve Miller Band, you name it. This will go down and one of the top 5 shows the Alton Riverfront, the Alton Amphitheater Commission has ever put on. So get your tickets now by going to metrotix.com. Get the Scotty McCreery ticket. See me there. I'll be doing a pre-show. We'll be doing a show and having a great old time. Hang out with me, grab a cold one, and I don't know, maybe just have a Cabin of Solo while you're cruising along and having a good old time to Scotty McCreery. Metrotix.com is where you get your information. That's metrotix.com to get your tickets today. Let's take a look at Skycam. We'll come back with Centerstone right after this.
Everybody everywhere's gonna feel it tonight. Everybody walking down the street. Everybody moving to the beat. They're gonna get
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Welcome back. We're still waiting on Karsen and Centerstone, but while I have you, too, wanted to let you know that RiverBender.com will be out and about at the fireworks. I'm sorry, guys. Today I'm having some real issues with my just breathing today. I don't know what's going on. But we're going to be out there at the fireworks tonight in some fashion. We aren't going to do a live show. We tried one last year, but when we did the live show, it just got a little too wonky because there's so many moving parts to it. But we will be out there. I believe we're going to be broadcasting the fireworks going off, and you'll be able to watch from home. So just stay tuned to RiverBender.com today so we can update and alert you. So just wanted to make sure that we had that taken care of. And as we're waiting, and let me check to see if Karsen joins us. As we're waiting, we are going to be talking with the great folks over at OSCAR MEYER, and we're going to be having just a really good conversation about, there's nothing really more Americana, if you think about it, than the OSCAR MEYER Wienermobile. I mean, honestly, if you truly think about it, there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing more Americana. I mean, baseball, you know, what was it? Baseball, apple pies, and a Chevrolet. You know, hot dogs, apple pies, a Chevrolet. I mean, we're talking an OSCAR MEYER hot dog here. I tried a couple years ago to set something up. I don't know if they remember or not, but it's great that they're coming in now. And with the rain and all that, we'll see how it goes. But we're still awaiting to hear from Karsen and you know, just have our conversation with Centerstone. That's why I kind of like the live show, because you never know what'll happen. You know. And I was just told that we were a little bit delayed with the Wienermobile, so they'll come in around 9:50 and get that done. But while we're waiting for Karsen and seeing if she's going to join us today, I wanted to might as well do this. We'll go through on this date in history real quick. Might as well. We're kind of hanging loose. Uh-oh. Might have to reschedule a Centerstone. On July the 3rd, the adoption of the Declaration of Independence. This was the big one, arguably the most impactful event to ever take place on July the 3rd, and really just any time, is the adoption of the Declaration of Independence by the Continental Congress in 1776. This monumental document marked the United States' formal separation from Great Britain and laid the foundation for the new nation. The Declaration's assertion that all men are created equal has echoed through history, influencing countless movements for freedom and equality. That happened on this date in 1776. Also, on this date in history, the Battle of Gettysburg, one of the most critical confrontations of the American Civil War, reached its climax. This battle, which took place over 3 days, ended in a significant defeat for the Confederacy and is often cited as a turning point in the war. The Union's victory bolstered Northern morale and diminished the South's hopes for independence. That happened on this date, 1863. This was really, really cool. I remember reading about this in school and just being so infatuated with it. A groundbreaking event, a huge groundbreaking event took place on this date. That was the publication of the double helix structure of DNA by James Watson and Francis Crick in 1953. The discovery revolutionized the field of genetics and has had far-reaching implications in medicine, biology, and even forensic science. Still waiting to see if Karsen joins us. In local heritage, you'll love this one. In the heart of St. Louis, July the 3rd also commemorates the founding of another American staple, Anheuser-Busch Brewery, in 1852. Established by Eberhard Anheuser, this brewery would go on to become one of the largest and most influential in the world. Known for producing that iconic Budweiser beer, the brewery remains a significant part of the city's cultural and their economic landscape. Also, on this date in 1908, July the 3rd saw the opening of the Fairgrounds Park in St. Louis. The public park quickly became a beloved recreational area for residents, offering a space for community gatherings, sports, and even leisure events. The park's rich history reflects the city's commitment to providing green spaces for its citizens. And then finally for you today, on July 3rd, the St. Louis Art Museum, one of the leading art institutions in the United States, was dedicated, located in Forest Park. The museum houses an extensive collection, we're still waiting for Karsen, an extensive collection of art form from various periods and cultures, serving as a cultural hub for the city and attracting art enthusiasts from around the world. Those are just some of the local events that happened on this date in history. You know, while seriously though, one thing I've always just loved is the just American Revolution. I've been so infatuated by the history of it and just really learning it and understanding it. And it's really just amazing to me. If you go back and start reading about, you know, just how it all kind of developed, it's kind of amazing. I don't know if you have a chance the next couple of days. I know that there's so many really good documentaries out there, 1776 and all these really good ones that are pretty accurate. Or read a book, you know, but really learn about it. I've been kind of just diving deeper and deeper, and it's pretty interesting, you know, how everything developed in, you know, 1750 all the way through. So interesting stuff. And I don't know, I just saw that article on RiverBender, and while we're waiting for Karsen, I figured I'd share it with you. And as we're still waiting for Karsen, why don't we do this? I'm going to take a quick break because we're going to not be taking breaks for a pretty long time here. Let's take one break. We'll come back and see if Karsen joins us. If not, no worries. We'll just come back and talk for a little bit until OSCAR MEYER joins us right after this on RiverBender.com.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Timber!
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Wow, 9:30. We're going to be talking to OSCAR MEYER at 9:50. They got a little bit delayed. And, whew, man, this weather is just killing me right now. They will be here in a couple of minutes. They got a little bit delayed in one of the interviews they were at, but that's all good because I'm excited. We're getting some weenie whistles up in here. Hey, the Illinois Department of Transportation has announced that due to some inclement weather, the lane closures on eastbound 157 that were originally scheduled for today have been postponed. The work has been rescheduled to take place, of course, weather permitting, on Monday, July 8th. Once again, just a little bit of a news alert. IDOT today announced that due to inclement weather, the lane closures on eastbound Illinois 157, originally scheduled for today, have been postponed until Monday, weather permitting. So just stay up to date and in the know on that. Hey, coming up this weekend, you know what you're doing tomorrow, and you know what your plans are this evening. But let me fill you in. Friday and Saturday and Sunday, there's a ton for you to go do. You can go see Money Shot live at Post 1308 on Albee Street in Alton at 8 p.m. Or, why not this? Keep the fireworks celebration going when you head on over to Grafton for their Grafton Independence Day Fireworks Celebration 2024 fireworks shoot off at 9 p.m. from Lighthouse Park in Grafton on July the 5th. Also on Friday, the pork steak fundraiser happens at the Restoring Hope Church of God from 11 a.m. until Saturday through 12 p.m., I believe. It's not in front of me. At Restoring Hope Church of God in Wood River, they're doing a pork steak fundraiser. You can even have them delivered to you for free. There you go. Hey, you want some music? Head on over to the Bon Air. Nate and Nanny, kind of like Hoot and Nanny. Nate and Nanny are playing live at 2 p.m. at the Fast Eddie's Bon Air in Alton on Friday. Hey, you want some more music? Head on over to Grafton Oyster Bar where you could hear Flip the Frog live at 7 p.m. Nathan Sickmeyer is going to be playing at Grip and Sip in Cottage Hills at 7 p.m. on Friday as well. At Bakers and Hale, the Riverbend Dueling Pianos takes place at 7 p.m. in Godfrey. Blarney Man live at 7 p.m. at Morrison's Irish Pub because it's the first Friday of the month on July the 5th. You can see him at Morrison's Irish Pub. Wonderful, by the way. Glow Golf at Edwardsville American Legion takes place at 9 p.m. And then the Grafton Fireworks, they're actually at Grafton Winery, inviting you, along with the other businesses in Grafton, to check out the fireworks from their restaurants, from their bars, and see some of the best views of the fireworks on a Friday night. You can check out more on RiverBender.com/events. On Saturday, man, there's a lot. Oh, I'm almost doing too good of a job at this calendar thing. At 10 a.m., Christmas in July at the Wood River Moose. This is indoors. It's a Christmas in July craft and vendor fair at the Wood River Moose Lodge, Saturday, July the 6th at 10 a.m. indoors. The 2025 8U baseball tryouts take place at 6 p.m. at Glazebrook Park. For more details, go to the RiverBender.com calendar. Click on the 2025 Season 8U baseball tryouts to find out all of those details. At 7:30 p.m. on a Saturday night at Flock Food Truck Park and Bar, they're having a Flock movie night. This time, Migration. I love those DreamWorks and Pixar. I'm telling you what, if I could watch those every day for the next 10 years, I'd be the happiest guy alive. But there's just something about them for me. I don't know. Call me a weird guy. I already know I am, you know. Hey, also on Saturday, the Yacht Rockers are playing at 5 p.m. at the loading dock in Grafton. The Land of Goshen Community Market kicks off at 8 a.m. on Saturday in downtown Edwardsville. The Alton Farmers and Artisans Market back to its original spot in that big old parking lot on Landmarks Boulevard. That kicks off at 8 a.m. Market Days in Bunker Hill takes place at 9 a.m. at Country Vibes, Vendors, and More. Carlinville Market Day. Man, this weather, you should see me down here today. It's like Elvis at the end, you know. I'm sweating everywhere. I'm dying, you know. Hey, Carlinville Market Days takes place at the Carlinville Historic Square at 9 a.m. Hole-in-one contest and a 9-hole scramble is what awaits you at 9 a.m. in Edwardsville. You can find out more by clicking on the community calendar. Knee-High Naturalist at the Nature Institute takes place at 10 a.m. The Route 66 Main Street Mingle takes place at 10 a.m. on Saturday, June the 6th at the Verdon Town Square. Hey, local Riverbenders, you got a family and you want to have some fun? Go to Family Fun Day. This is at Christ Way Church on Airport Road in Godfrey. This promises for a ton of fun, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The 4th of July weekend free public fireworks event kicks off Saturday at 2 p.m. at the American Legion Post 199 and continues all throughout the evening in Edwardsville. At the Vineyards at the Grafton Winery at 2 p.m. on Saturday, they're having music by Scott Logan. If you want to stop up, grab a nice glass of wine and just kind of coast through a Saturday, never a bad idea. Family Fun Festival takes place in South Roxana at the Dad's Club at 2 p.m. Live music with the Blue Moon Blues Band takes place in Grafton at 4 p.m. At the Alton Moose Lodge, they're having a 4th of July bash. Well, on July the 6th at least. That kicks off at 4 p.m. at the Moose Lodge, 951 in Godfrey. The Miles Station playing live at Bakers and Hale on the patio at 7 p.m. on a Saturday night, and you can wrap it up by saying happy birthday, Henry McPike, as you tour the McPike Mansion for the Henry McPike birthday tours that take place at 7:30 p.m. On Sunday, a couple of events for you to go do. Sunday Fun Day is at Flock Food Truck Park and Bar, and this time with Erin Joe, as she's playing some great covers and original music for you, your family, your friends to enjoy a nice Sunday as you're recovering from all your 4th of July fun. Then also starting on Sunday, the Jersey County Fair. We're going to get more information on this on Friday. Bethalto Farmers Market takes place at 9 a.m. at Central Park in Bethalto on a Sunday. Live music by Two Pedros at Grafton Winery and Brew House takes place Sunday at 2 p.m. in Grafton. The Vineyards music by Andrew Dahl takes place at the Grafton Winery location at the Vineyards. And at 2 p.m. on Eckert Road. And then, of course, that Sunday Fun Day at Flock Food Truck Park and Bar. You can enjoy church summer nights on Sunday at 5 p.m. Enjoy Church is doing some really cool stuff. If you have some time with your family, you want to kind of do some family togetherness, go over there to Enjoy Church on Sunday for a great event. And then singles meet up every Sunday at Riviera Maya at 7 p.m. in Alton. And of course, you can end your Sunday and you can end your weekend while starting your week with the Alton Municipal Band's 134th concert season at 7 p.m. at Haskell Park. At 9:38, that's a look at all the events happening. The article will come out at about 11:30 because I'm on top of it this week. I'm getting back to normal. Just a couple more days. Just hear me out. Wait for me. And just loving all that we're doing here at RiverBender.com. Hey, while I have you, you know what else I'm loving? The work that Denise Sparks does at Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling. It's not just hauling that old rusted hot tub away that you said you were going to fix up. All it needed was that pump fixed, and all of a sudden, it's been sitting there for 14 years. You got a basement that hasn't been touched since Jesus built houses. Listen, I get it. You called Sparks for all of that, but now you got to call Sparks for that weekly trash service and pickup. She took on the big boy. She took him on. She said, if you aren't doing it, somebody else has got to. And what I think's great is now you're seeing those purple, yellow trash cans popping up, mating like bunny rabbits throughout the 618 because people know that at Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling, that's who you're going to get on the phone. You're going to get somebody who cares, who lives local, who breathes local, who supports local, and is here for all of your needs. I know people that have said, CJ, I'm actually saving a couple of bucks each month switching to Sparks, and I haven't looked back. And you could too by going to sparksjunkremoval.net. Click on that fill-out form for the weekly trash service. Put your info in, and you're going to be getting a phone call from the Queen of Junk, courtesy of CJ. All you have to do is go to sparksjunkremoval.net and reclaim your space today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. Sorry, I like the Bee Gees. Man, I think this is it. I think this is it. Hey, on this date in history, we already talked about the big ones, but just a couple of more for you. And while we're passing time, you and I in the four walls, hey, I got a question. You know, you guys are watching right now. Comment in. What are you guys excited about the elections coming up? You know, that's kind of my thought. We just had our first mayoral announcement. We're going to have a heck of a lot more, I feel like, maybe even 4 or 5, but who knows? And what are your thoughts going forward? Weigh in on the comment line, you know. Let's read them. Let's have some fun. We got a couple of minutes to create some trouble here, folks. We don't have very many opportunities to do this. This is my first time in like a year. Seriously, a year telling you, please, whatever you want to vent about, let's vent. Hey, on this date in history, though, throughout the world, in 1958, President Eisenhower initiates a federal flood control program. That happened on the 3rd of July, 1958. On this date in 1890, Idaho becomes the 43rd state. That's pretty cool. That happened on this date in 1890. On this date in 1887, gunfighter Clay Allison killed. That happened on this date, July the 3rd. On this date in 1969, Brian Jones and Jim Morrison die 2 years apart to the day. That happened on July the 3rd, 1969. In 1775, George Washington took command of the Continental Army. That happened on this date in 1775. That's just so fascinating. It's crazy to me. And I don't know, I'm sure there's a reason, and I haven't figured it out with all because I'm just starting to learn about more and more of this stuff. But I'm sure there's a reason all of those, it seems like around July is when all the Continental and America, stuff happens. And I think that, I don't know, I'm just kind of curious because it seems like everything that's American Revolution related happened from like April to July. It never really seemed like any October stuff. Just kind of interesting. Hey, on this date in music history, let's take you to it, huh? On this date in 2012, Kiss
I just can't stand them. I like Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, though. That was a good show. Kiss announced that they were set to release a guitar-sized book containing unseen photographs from their 40-year career. The limited edition, called Monster, would have a $4,200 price tag. At 3 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide, it was reported to be the largest music book ever published. You know, I saw some. It was a Kiss casket. How terrible would that be? I mean, number one, if you're going to make money off of it, do it, right? But I don't know. I couldn't do a Kiss casket. Also on this date in music history, lead singer from Three Dog Night, Chuck Negron, was arrested in Louisville in 1975 after the opening night of the band's tour, and he was charged with cocaine possession. Also on this date in Whoa. Hey, guys, I got to take a quick break, and we'll come back with more of our daily show after this.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Welcome back. Not the OSCAR MEYER WIENERMOBILE yet. Surprise guest today, Tom Moore, Kendall Price, and the Jersey County Fair. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you.
Hey, great to be here. You get me woke up.
It's always great to talk about the Jersey County Fair, and we kick off in just a couple of days. How are we feeling?
We're feeling pretty good. We had a nice work night, and things are coming together last night. The grounds look great. We got a half-inch of rain last night to kind of help settle the dust, keep the grass green. So things are looking great.
Yep.
Really cool. And we were talking, how did the bunny brew hop go?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, Kendall can
Yeah.
tell you.
Was it good?
I actually was out of town.
Yep, so I was there for about the first half of it, but we did have a pretty decent turnout. We had lots of people coming out to play in our cornhole tournaments and to have a good time, so...
Well, I think it's so cool what the Jersey County Fair really does. And number one, in July, we know it brings the community together. But throughout the year, you guys are bringing the community together in terms of just having meetings and conversations on how to make it better for next year. And then having events like the Bunny Brew Hop, it's one of the coolest events in the region, I think, is the Jersey County Fair as a whole. And now, coming up, what's the schedule look like?
Well, we've kind of got our regular schedule, so to speak. We kick off Sunday. This weekend we start having some 4-H shows, exhibits. It could begin the fair. Saturday, the 4-H rabbit show and the poultry show. Sunday, we start out 4-H wise that night with Master Showmanship, which is a great event. We have about 20 4-Hers participate in that, and then Mondays are 4-H livestock shows, the bigger livestock, and Monday nights are 4-H auction, which is a great community event. Foundation puts on a nice meal for the participants, so things are coming together really good.
Well, and Tom, what I think's what's really cool about this is the fact that you never lose sight of what the fair's truly about. I mean, the 4-H, that is the most important component, as far as I'm concerned, one of the most important components of the entire fair. And what I think's cool is out of all the things that you guys add on each year, that core never leaves. It stays the same.
Oh, that's our building block. And to be honest, I mean, if I was in 4-H growing up, and whether it's 4-H or FFA, we all work together, and we all come together out there, and that's where a lot of our younger board members and our new volunteers are coming up through the 4-H program and different community,
Well, and the thing is, Tom, what I think's cool about it is just like we were kind of talking the last time, is just seeing how the generations kind of end up taking over the Jersey County Fair, being a part of the board in some way, shape, or form, whether it's next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and it's really just such a generational community staple that way, and I think it's just one of the best, honestly.
Yeah, that's great. That's right. I mean, we're talking generations. My father was on the board. He was served, and I'm one of them old guys now. We've got a great young core of volunteers. I say young. I mean, they're young for me. They're in that 20 to 35 range, and they got new ideas like the Money Brew, different things through the fair. We've tried new things. We've got this the ag education event. I encourage anybody, Connor Ashlock and several other younger members are working with that, where they'll have animals for the kids to see and display, explaining how agriculture works. And actually, one of our free acts this year is the Wheels of Agriculture game show.
Whoa! So
it'll be down there on the west end of the carnival across the road, and that their act, or I should say, is all about ag education and encouraging people, teaching young people about where agriculture comes from and where their food comes from.
Well, and what I think's cool is that educational component too, because you can't have the fair without that education, because there's so many, especially in our area here in Alton and going into Edwardsville and down the road, we're getting away from all of those really important components of life. I mean, you've got to be able to be involved in agriculture in some point or some type of trade, otherwise we won't have nothing left.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
I just love it. And Kendall, as we're gearing up for the pageant, how are you feeling as you were waning down on the role of a fair queen?
It's super bittersweet. This year's been nothing short of amazing, so I couldn't have asked for anything different, but it's been so good. I am glad that someone else gets to experience this, but I definitely don't want to give it up.
Well, and now take me to this. So whenever the pageant goes on, what are some of the thoughts that you had just last year when you were going through it? What were some of the kind of just sights and sounds of it from backstage into on the stage to kind of fill our audience in?
So for me, like interview-wise before the pageant, I thought I did horrible. I won't lie.
No way.
I came home to my mom and I was like, "There's no way. Like, I don't think I did very well." And she was like, "Just like try your best tonight." And I grew up as a competitive dancer, so I'm used to kind of a stage presence. So that wasn't super rough for me, but public speaking was definitely something I wasn't used to. But just like anytime I went on stage, I could see all my crowd in their pink shirts from last year. So that was something that was super special to me too.
Really cool. And Tom, as we're getting back to the fair as a whole, ticket prices for amusement rides, do we have that in front of us?
Oh, sure. We still sell our armbands.
Love it.
Unlimited armbands, which on Tuesday and Sunday nights are $25. And then they're $30 from Wednesday through Saturday night for unlimited armbands. But also another really good deal is you can buy 22 tickets for $20.
Oh, wait a minute here.
So
Hold on.
5 cents a piece. And most rides take about 2 tickets. But to be honest, if you're a young family and you got, say, 2 or 3 kids, you could go buy you $40 worth of tickets and probably give all the rides to your youngsters, rather than have to buy the armband, especially if you're only going to be there an hour or whatever. So Tinsley Amusements, they've been with us since 1988. So this is, we have a great partnership, and that's how we look at it, as a partnership. And in today's world, it's difficult to find carnivals. It's been a challenge for it. And so we're very fortunate to Jersey County Fair have Tinsley Amusements.
And I hate to sound like I'm patronizing both of you, but I'm not. It's just, that's how an event's supposed to be run, where it's just partnerships. It's not about contracts being signed or sales being made or who can donate the most and all that. It's just about coming together and putting on an event for the community. And to hear that since the 80s, this partnership's still going strong, that shows that really how passionate all of you are, plus all the partners are, about the Jersey County Fair. What is the most exciting part of the fair for you, Tom? I got to ask you, being a little bit of a fair veteran.
Well, I like the tractor pulls a lot.
Me too.
As far as the night events, I do like the pulls. I like the local pulls, the local pickups. It's always fun to watch the local guys tear up their pickups. But there's getting to be less of that. These pickups got kind of high.
You ain't a kid.
I can relate way back, and it's been 20-some years ago. I had a mother come to me and said, "Whatever you do, you don't let my boy pull his pickup tonight, because I just signed the note for it."
Oh, no!
And I said, "That's between you and your son."
Did he pull it?
I think he did.
Oh, no! See, those are the stories I love, though, because that's what really makes the fair invaluable. You can't put a price tag on those, because 20 years from now, that mom and son are still talking about how he pulled that damn truck, or will pull with that truck at the Jersey County Fair, and that's what's cool. Kendall, most exciting night of the fair for you?
For me, it's probably parade night.
Yeah, I can see that.
All of our community comes together. Like, I've walked in it as a cheerleader previously, but, like, being in that car and, like, seeing all those little kids, like, look up to you, and even parents, like, acknowledging you and giving you a wave, it's just something that's so rewarding. So that's probably my favorite.
When's the parade this year?
Tuesday night.
What time?
6 o'clock.
Oh, there we go. And now... Oh, sorry, don't want to cut you
go
off.
ahead. 6 o'clock, of course, starts downtown, there about Wells Norris, and goes all the way through town out towards the fairgrounds. And then, you want to get there early and get you a shaded spot and a chair.
Really cool. And now, throughout the rest of the week, just for folks here in Alton, and by the way, we're just a couple of minutes away getting set up to talk with OSCAR MEYER. We're going to tour the Wienermobile, talk to the folks that drive it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm telling you, you should check it out. It's right out there. Well, what I was looking at online is just for some folks down here that maybe don't go to Jerseyville too frequently, what's the kind of the time that the event runs each day? Is there a ballpark that you kind of give out?
We're an evening fair, night fair. So basically our gates open at 5 o'clock. Carnival starts at 6 during the week. On the weekends he starts about 5 o'clock. Our carnival usually ends at 10:30 during the week, 11 on the weekends. Most our shows are 7 o'clock. Weekends, Saturday night tractor pull 6. We actually moved to Demo Derby. If you come to the Demo Derby, it's 5 o'clock this year because we're getting so many cars. We started an hour early so we can get done a decent time.
Now, I got a question about this Demo Derby before we start wrapping up here. We already been talking for like 12 minutes, isn't that? But the Demo Derby, is this for, have you ever had someone that just had a clunker in their front yard all year that just decided, let's spruce it up enough just to wreck it?
You do have some, but I mean, it's just kind of like everything. They've gotten pretty professional. I mean,
have they really?
There's a lot of dollars in these cars anymore. I mean, they build them and they'll go from one weekend to the next weekend. But we still have the compact class, which for the cheaper cars, so that young people that doesn't have a lot of money can go have some fun and come out. And new this year, and they're coming out, they're going to bring back some of the old guys, they tell me.
Oh, man.
They're going to have a 55-year-old and older class.
Oh, no. Is it sponsored by anybody? Like an A?
Probably the hospital. It had a retirement home.
Well, Tom, Kendall, and I'm so sorry that we had a little bit of a scheduling thing. It probably was me, like always, but I really hope you know that we just love what you do with the Jersey County Fair. And it's not because you're here, and Tom, you're a little bit bigger than me and could probably hurt me. I'm not patronizing you. I really do think it's one of the staples, not only of Jerseyville, but of our region and of the Riverbend, because if we don't have the Jersey County Fair, people are going to start going, wait, where the hell did that thing go? You know,
Yeah.
and really miss it. So keep up the great work. We have about a minute left. What's the best way for folks to get all the information on the Jersey County Fair, buy their tickets, and see Kendall, I guess, hand over the crown?
Basically, you go to our Facebook page,
Yes, sir.
Jersey County Fair Facebook page, or JerseyCountyFair.com. I mean,
Yep.
we've got a really nice website. You can get all the information, ticket prices. It's $2 to get in the gate, just to get in, and that gives you. We have a free active. Besides Wheels of Agriculture, we got Great Lakes Timber Show will be on hand. Besides all the great fair food, we didn't even talk about fair food. You know,
What's your
we've got it all.
What's your favorite dish, Kendall?
Probably a corn dog. I'm a classic.
We
home
talked
butt.
last time. We remember that. Yep.
Corn dogs or our chicken kebabs that are at one of our tents.
I've actually heard about that too. I've
Yeah.
heard that's pretty remarkable.
Yep.
Kendall, Tom, thank you so much for making this work today.
Of course.
Thanks for working with us.
No, seriously, I appreciate it so much. And we'll link everything on RiverBender.com in a write-up, but we'll take a quick break. The Wienermobile! We'll get to know more right after this on RiverBender.com.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today. Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. Oh, Sarah Croughton, Sizzle, and Steven in the Oscar Meyer Wienermobile. What's up? It's been a brilliant morning, you know?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yes, it's been franktastic, some might say.
So how was the drive over here with all this rain? Let's just break the ice.
You know, a little. We were trying to make sure that we kept all of our buns secure as we were driving on the road, and I think we did. We got here pretty safe and sound.
So you were just on Fox 2?
We were, yeah. We were right over there, and then we just hauled buns straight over here to you.
So how did this all come about? Why are you guys in St. Louis this next couple of days?
Well, we came to St. Louis from Chicago on Monday, and we're doing the 4th of July parade tomorrow. We're super excited. One of America's biggest 4th of July parades, we've heard.
Yep.
So we're super excited for that. Just spending some time here, and then we're heading back to Chicago after the parade tomorrow.
So how long have your guys' hands been behind the bun?
You know, on our Hot Tag Highway journey, we're really only about 3 weeks into our 365-day tour, but we're feeling pretty good. We're hot off the grill, feeling good.
Fresh dogs.
Yeah, fresh dogs, fresh meat, but feeling good.
So how did this all come about for both of you? Because we all know the process. We always see the article every year, the apps. Drive the Wienermobile. Yeah. How did you guys get this prestigious accolade? Because this is hard to get.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking for a job coming out of college. My mom sent it to me kind of as a joke, the advertisement. But I looked into it, and I said you need an appetite for adventure, a taste for travel, and it was perfect for me coming out of college, and I think it was great. We went through a couple rounds of interviews, but I guess they decided we cut the mustard, and they picked 12 of us out of 7,500 people. And it kind of just happened all at once, but it's the best job in the world.
Wait, how many people?
7,500.
Yeah, 7,500 people.
I don't feel as bad for not getting the job. So what's it look like, for you guys on the road? What are you guys doing with Oscar Meyer? What's the purpose of the Wienermobile?
Yeah, so the Wienermobile started as a way to spark smiles, and that's something that still exists today, which was my main reason of why I wanted this job, because you create so many smiles when you're driving along the road or just meeting people in, little stations. So it's great, but we are brand ambassadors of Oscar Meyer and just tell everyone about the amazing products that Oscar Meyer has.
It kind of sounds like a fun John, I'm sorry, but if I have a chance next year, I might apply for this one.
Come on down. You can't miss it.
So the one thing that immediately connects with me as Oscar Meyer is the Santa Claus movie. Do you remember this? Whenever the weenie whistle gets dropped out of the sky?
Yes.
Whenever you're talking with folks and you're showing them the inside of the vehicle, or maybe you're just kind of touring around, how many people, the first thing they think of is the weenie whistle?
Oh, that is what they want.
Is it seriously?
Yes, everybody wants to. I mean, you can't, who could blame you? There you go.
Oh, here we go. Thank you very much.
Ready to go.
It's amazing, yeah. Always got to have your weenie whistles on you because they're the best ever.
I'm from Alton, I can do this.
They've been around for decades, so everybody, especially maybe generations that are a little bit older than us, know exactly what it is, and that's the first thing they think of when they come up to it, and we always get to give them a smile when they come up.
Other side, you were right. You're great. Perfect.
Yeah. You can play a few notes on that once you learn it a little bit. Yeah.
You got to get confident, and then.
I'm not. I'll get better.
He's learning though. He's got to train.
It's my first day.
Yeah. Stay with the whistle. It's okay. No, but we have people come out and bring us whistles from 30 years ago.
Now, is the style the same?
The style has changed a little bit. They started out without the wheels, and they were put in packaging. And then over time, we've kind of built the base up, built the wheel up. It used to be a little more square. It's a little more rounded now. We changed the logo a little bit, but they're great. They're great. I love them.
It's the coolest thing.
I know, it's sweet.
Now, What are some of the ins and outs that, we might not even think about when you're going and meeting with folks? Because as a brand ambassador, you guys have a pretty important role, because OSCAR MEYER, especially with the lineage of the Wienermobile and how many people have been behind it and how many people have spread the message.
Yeah.
Is there some pride and some almost, a little bit of some prowess that comes with it? Because for me, it would be. This is a pretty important role for the company.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, you really get to go into people's communities and get to learn about them and learn about their products. I mean, that is my favorite part about this job. We get to go to grocery stores, we get to go to Fair Plays and Walmarts and Kroger's and spend time there actually getting to know people. And people will stop and have like 30-minute conversations with you, and that's like the highlight of our time.
That, but also, the program's been going on. OSCAR MEYER's nephew, Carl Meyer, started 88 years ago. So there's an honor in kind of continuing that lineage. The program, as we know it, started 37 years ago. So we're class 37. So there's kind of an honor and a pride in kind of continuing that lineage, which is really cool.
100%. And there's nothing seriously more Americana than an OSCAR MEYER hot dog.
Gosh,
The Wienermobile, yeah.
When you guys said you'd be stopping by, I'm like, oh my God, I won this week. No one can touch me. No one can touch me.
This week we get to be here, so this is awesome.
I've only got to ask you, the first day behind the wheel, what was that feeling like? Because that's nerve-wracking when someone hands you, not only a car, but a Wienermobile.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've been building up anticipation for this job for a few months, and I didn't actually see the Wienermobile for the first time in person until we were starting to drive them. And so I had never seen it before.
It pulls into the parking lot, and Steven was like, wow, I've never seen one before. What do you mean? I'm like crying because I'm in love with all of them. Like seeing them come out, and he's like, never seen it. Never seen it.
So it's really exciting. But we were in a training program for 2 weeks called Hot Dog High.
Hot Dog High. We graduated.
Where we learned everything about OSCAR MEYER.
I've been Hot Dog High before. Oh, that school. Okay.
Yeah, we spent several days learning how to drive specifically. We started with little Penske vans.
We had to graduate
into the Wienermobiles.
No way.
So,
no, we are trained.
It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not too bad.
Definitely. How many Wienermobiles are there?
6 Wienermobiles.
Do you change them out when you guys are coming back and forth for wear and tear? How does that work?
We have partnerships with Penske, and so we take our Wienermobile to Penske to get it fixed whenever anything happens, but they're really great vehicles, and yeah,
there's 6 Wienermobiles, and there's 12 of us.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry, yes.
So so we're all in pairs, and we're all in different sections of the country. So we're the Midwest team for 6 months. So we'll be together until January, and then we'll switch co-pilots, and we'll switch regions of the country. So we'll each get 2 sections of the country over our course of the year.
I got to ask you this, because I want to see if we can go out and try to do this and not embarrass myself too much. But I gotta ask, when you guys met for the first time, that's kind of nerve-wracking, because it's not like a coworker here where I can lock my office and kind of turn the lights off. You're with each other all the time.
Sure, yeah.
We are.
How'd that collaboration and connection work?
I mean, they do a great job pairing up all of the hot doggers. A lot of the behind the scenes does really great. I mean, I think we're a great team.
Yeah.
And it was kind of nerve-wracking not knowing someone and then going to spend 6 months with people. But the way I described it with my friends and family was, it takes a very certain type of person to do this job. It takes an extrovert that loves to talk to people and wants to get to know people. So I wasn't really nervous at all. And so far, so good.
And that was a concern I had, was spending all this time with one person for a year or 6 months and then a year. But we got to talk to a lot of the past hot doggers who told us they never make a mistake when they match people up. It always works out. So they have this super secret recipe that nobody knows,
secret sauce,
but they do it right, and it works every time.
I'll be damned. That is like the coolest thing. So whenever you're driving down the road, what was the first double take you got behind the wheel? Did it happen pretty quick when someone's driving by into the...
Oh, immediately.
It happens all the time. Pretty much
all the time. And we were just saying the other day, we want a log of every photo that's been taken of us, because we've probably had like 2,000 photos taken of us while we're just driving down the road. On the street, everyone's phones are up. Everyone's taking their photos. It's fun to watch.
Yeah,
it feels like
were
you're
you
in a
photo
parade.
people before this?
Like
photogenic. Did you like photos?
I would say so.
I'm a photo person.
If we weren't then, we definitely are now.
And if I wasn't good at taking photos of other people, I'm really good now. I've been training, so.
That's just wonderful. And while we have you too, before we take a quick break, any other stops in the area that you want to kind of promote, hit on the next couple of days?
Really, just come out and see us at the St. Louis 4th of July parade tomorrow. We're super excited about that. But we're heading out after that going back to Chicago. But as soon as we come back to St. Louis, we will let all of you
Yeah,
know.
we hope to be back really soon.
But if you'd like to follow us on our journeys, Instagram is the best way to reach us. We have, mine is OM_Sarah Kraut.
And mine is OM_Sizzlin' Steven.
So, yeah, check
Have
us
you
out.
guys had any personal growth being on the road and just kind of getting away from it all?
I think a big thing, personal growth for me, is a lot about just having to be flexible and having to be adaptable and having to like come up with plans, and also just being in new cities all the time, figuring out what to explore, figuring out what to go do. Yeah.
I mean, we just started, but I mean, I'm personally having a lot of personal growth with the fact that I just graduated from college like a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Sarah's been out a little bit longer than I have.
So I graduated in 2023. So, yeah.
But just big transition right now. So, I mean, learning to live on the road and being away from people is a little tough, but I'm getting used to it, and we get to go home a little bit too, so which is nice.
That's really cool. So why don't we do this? We're going to take a quick pause. I'm going to bring somebody down here to hit the on the scene for us, and I'm going to go outside and we're going to look inside this damn thing. Let's take a quick break here. Our daily show on this 3rd day of July continues right after this on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Oh, we're outside for the Wienermobile. So how do we do this? How do we tour in? We have a group of folks stopping by. Thanks for doing that. Do you guys like the Wienermobile, kids? So how do we do this? We go inside.
That's up to you. Let's do it.
Let's just check out the beautiful bunch we have on the outside.
Look at this.
Dogs, 24 hot dogs high. So got a real big dog on the road, you know. We'd love to show you the inside.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's
Go.
go.
We're touring. We're on the road. On RiverBender.com. I've never done it. Oh, hold on. Big door here.
Like a spaceship.
Oh my God.
Beautiful mustard floor with the sunny skies above.
No way. Hold on here. Hold on, folks.
You can go ahead and say shot bun. That's
Shot bun.
Shot bun. Up here we've got our bun roof. We're gonna have a little leakage, but it's perfect. It's not gonna
How do you guys? This is the perfect hand rest. Look at this right here. We're bunning around.
Yep.
And what's your favorite part of the inside of this vehicle?
Minus the sky. I think it's so pretty, and the blue sky. Every time you look up, this is awesome. This is great.
What's your favorite part?
Yeah, we have some long drives. So the seats are so comfortable for our long drives.
So good.
We got our meat belts on them too. So lots of stuff. Lots of stuff.
No, I gotta ask you. You got a couple of more seats in the back. Do you ever have any other, people that drive the Oscar Meyer Wienermobile in other parts of the country that come by and hang out with you guys eventually, or is this just all for you to kind of leisure around in?
This is for us to give people rides, to take people around. In fact, when we were in Chicago, some of his friends came and we gave them a ride in here.
No
We
way.
gave them some happy birthday rides. So yeah, everyone's able to sit back here. 6 seats for fun.
That's awesome. And if you guys can see, the skies are blue in the Oscar Meyer Wienermobile. There's always a blue sky. Now I gotta ask you, if you could race this, how fast does it go?
We like to observe the speed limit. So we're
Good
hitting
answer.
70 on the highways. Yeah, 70. 70's where we coast when we're on the highways. We love it. But it drives a lot better than you expect. I know people think, oh, it's 60 miles. It's gonna be great. But no, it's amazing. It's an amazing vehicle.
60 hot dogs long, and how many wide?
A wide is 18 hot dogs.
No.
Wide is 18 hot dogs, I thought. Or
Yeah, we know it's tall.
except that's
We know
How
tall is 24 hot dogs.
24 hot dogs. Stack 24
We have
hot
18,
dogs.
you're right. Yeah. And it's about 140,000 hot dogs in weight.
Now, who put the TV in here? Is that an MTV job, or was that added?
That was really good. We haven't used it yet, actually.
I know, but my dream is to go camping in the Wienermobile, and so I think that could be fun.
Maybe in the fall, yeah.
In the fall when it's not too high.
Under the star and in between the bonds, yeah.
Sounds like the ideal night.
Well, seriously, thank you so much. Hold on, let's do one final tour and wrap around here. We'll walk out and come with us real quick. Look at this. You got them riding in luxury. You got Oscar Meyer slides on the bottom of this bad boy. Look at the detail on this. Sizzle and Steven and Sarah Kraut came through big time today. And, well, why don't we just do this? Thank you guys so much for letting me see it. Thank you guys so much for talking with us today.
Of course.
I'm outside the building, and I got to go back in because I got a job to do. We'll take a quick break, and our daily show continues right after this from RiverBender.com, and it's on Roku TV.
No matter the season, Played Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Played Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. How damn cool was that? Welcome back to the studio. All did it live. Who needs the cable news network when you got a guy on a cell phone? You know what I'm saying here? It's already 10:30? Oh my God, I am really late. Okay, Kylie, Dakota, Aptitude Advancement. Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, good morning.
I forgot what day it was. We're already off to a rough start. So, Dakota, you had to fly in for this interview, huh?
Yeah, all the way from Los Angeles, California, all the way.
How long's that flight?
Oh, about 3.5 hours. It's not too bad.
Really cool. So, Kylie, you and I were talking a couple weeks. Kylie and I happen to be related.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we are.
I'm very sorry. No, but we were talking, and this was something that I saw on your Facebook a couple of months ago, Aptitude Advancement. But you know what? The floor is yours, Senator.
Awesome.
Ters, fill us in.
Awesome. So, kind of started this probably 13 years ago. I have over 13 years of experience in corporate talent development, and people just started reaching out to me. Can you help me with my resume? Can you help me with interview coaching? Can you help me with LinkedIn, etc.? And I have done it forever. And then I thought to myself, maybe I could turn this into something. And then along comes Dakota. I met him through his mom, and he is a world traveler. And so I started following all of his travel stuff on Facebook. And then he started posting about college admissions information. And I just thought to myself, maybe we could do this together. And that's how it started.
Well, this is really cool because, you know, we always talk about, you know, professional advancement and placement, and we talk about employment, but we never really talk about the core foundation of that, and that's having a great college experience that's backed by wonderful institutions and goals that are being obtained, or that are obtainable and are obtained, and having somebody to kind of spearhead that is what so many people need because hell, you know, with my dad, I know had all this, you know, college experience around me, but it was still nerve-wracking because I didn't know what test I needed to take for here or if I needed this to qualify for my athletic scholarship or who I needed to send the letter to anyway. There's a lot of ins and outs that are really just kind of in the gray area for so many folks.
Yeah, and I would definitely say, like, parents of high schoolers, Dakota is the man for that because he definitely can own it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's perfect. And Dakota, take me through your work in that regard.
Yeah, of course. So my story with, you know, I don't have as much, you know, years as Kylie on me, obviously. But, you know, it started with a deep passion, you know, when I went through the process myself, and I went through it in the dark. You know, I was up till 2, 3 in the morning looking at YouTube videos trying to figure it out. And that, you know, really made a passion to me. It's like, what if I take this and help other people do this? Because there are a lot of people like myself. I'm a first-generation college student, which makes me very unique. My parents didn't go to college. Neither of them did. So I was on this process on my own, taking advantage of the resources that my high school had, which was very limited, and then taking advantage of the resources I could find online. So I said, well, I'm going to take this knowledge and, you know, really fine-tune it so I can help other people do the process better than I did and make it more fine-tuned because it's an incredibly stressful process for these high school juniors and seniors that are going through it. It's time-consuming. It's almost like a full-time job, so for sure.
Well, and I can see why the partnership worked out, Kylie. That's a pretty good fit.
Well, yeah, because
you lived it.
Yeah,
you lived
absolutely.
it. And, you know, that's a great point about being a first-time college student for your family. There's so many individuals right now that are the first-ever college student in their family, and they're starting on unknown waters.
Absolutely.
That Dakota and Aptitude Advancement, Kylie can help you with.
Absolutely. You know, and we're in a, you know, it's a time where more people are going to college than ever.
Yeah.
And, you know, with digital things like the Common Application, the Coalition Application, more people are applying, and things are getting more selective, especially if you're looking for these elite schools. And those are the students that I mostly work with, but, you know, I work with people of, you know, all abilities and all levels and all goals. But, you know, it's no better time now to hire a college admissions counselor as, you know, schools like Harvard, Yale, WashU, St. Louis, or any of these major, you know, T25 schools, our selective rates are below 10, admission rates are below 10%. To help you navigate those difficulties.
Well, and now that's a really good point too, because we're talking about, when I think of college, you know, I'm talking, you know, SIUE, I'm talking McKendree, but, you know, we always sell ourselves short so many times because we think it's unobtainable. We don't think there's any point of even sending that email. But how important is it to really try to, you know, go and explore those avenues with the help of somebody who's able to, you know, take you down that road?
Absolutely. You know, and I think it's incredibly important. And so many students that I've said, well, they sell themselves short, like, oh, I'm not good enough. It's that imposter syndrome that really comes out.
Yep.
And, you know, I've worked with numerous students either, you know, in Southern Illinois, but also in the organization I work with called 826 LA. That's where I got my pro bono start over there. And they're, you know, these are lower income students coming from, you know, normally they're by POC, so people of color and stuff like that we're working with. And, you know, they're oftentimes, well, you know, I'm the first generation college student like me, you know, different background. But then they're also coming from, you know, they're coming from the background where they don't have all that experience, and they're like, you know, this isn't me. My parents, you know, didn't go to college, this or that. I can relate to that. So I go, you know, you have the GPA, you have the test scores, you know, don't sell yourself short. So we sit down, we write that application, we pull out all those strengths, and, you know, we send it off, and we've had great success. You know, we had someone get into Cornell this year, had someone get into Dartmouth.
Whoa.
You know, these are Ivy League schools. So that's a big deal, and that's, you know, a great record to have, you know, myself as well. You know, I've gone through that process successfully, and I was very happy to help them as well.
That's just absolutely wonderful. And, Kylie, how does the whole process start with Aptitude Advancement? Does it start with, a conversation that might be 5 or 10 minutes and then a little bit more of a consultation? What's your process like?
Absolutely. So, yes, it definitely starts with like an identifying conversation. See where the individual's needs and wants are, what they're seeking from the career placement side. I mean, I've worked with individuals that are high school graduates that did not go to college, but they're looking to better themselves, all the way up to executives that are trying to, find a new career path and kind of realign with what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm. And now with that, is that where kind of the partnership comes into play? Do you work with those professionals that want to find that new career path in this kind of dynamic?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And, Dakota and I have really worked together and kind of developed our mission and, the individuals that we'd like to work with, who we want to cater to, who our target audience is, etc. And I feel like, as I stated, I'm kind of working with high schoolers all the way up to executives and helping them redefine their career path.
Does it change when you work from, does it matter the age or the situation when in your process, and how you go about it? Because to me, and I don't know, jack about this compared to both of you, but just from my thoughts, I mean, even though, situations might be different, the overall goal and those same, that same formula is probably still being implemented for them as well. Is that kind of true?
That is true. And I've also done some pro bono work.
Okay.
And I work with an organization called VP MMA. It focuses, and actually I got Dakota on to that organization as well. And it focuses on veterans, active duty service members, and military spouses, and realigning them kind of into the workforce outside of military exposure. And then I also have helped some sober living houses with their individuals that live there, trying to get back on their feet and helping them sharpen their resumes, work on them with interview skills, etc. So giving back is extremely important to me. But, I definitely have a lot of exposure to a lot of different types of individuals.
And now, how does the process start? What's the kind of, when I'm calling you, what do I expect? Is it a charge by service, or is it an hourly rate? How does that kind of come into play?
So we both have hourly rates, but we have packages.
Okay.
And so for both of us, I would say we kind of tailor the need of the package to the individual, because somebody might just need a resume proofread and something as simple as that. But then another individual is seeking mentorship and interview coaching and the ins and outs of kind of catering their resume to tailor the exact job that they're applying for.
Well, and now whenever we're talking about, just those conversations too, because we're talking about just different, when you're applying to different schools and you're applying to different facets, what are some of the things that we have to worry about? If I'm someone, a senior in high school, and I want to be, a microbiologist, and I'm looking at these schools, is the admission process ever different whenever you're knowing your specialty, or is it all the same that first kind of 2-year process?
It depends on ultimately the schools that you want to go to.
Okay.
If we're looking at someone that wants to go to a state school and they're in state, that process is going to be, I don't want to say easier, but it's going to be, it might, and I don't even want to say less stressful, because each and every situation is different, and I'm not going to cheapen anyone's experience.
Right.
But the workload that you might have to do for let's say you want to go up to Chicago, just work with a student this year that wanted to go there, and in biology, and that process is longer. There's more essays and all that. So that's what we're looking at.
Yep.
And we start that process early. And like Kylie was mentioning, we offer packages. Something that I do is I have a August 1st to May 1st package, and that's by far the most popular service that I've done. And we start August 1st when applications open, and we will work through that whole process. We'll refine your college list. We will say, hey, these are the supplemental essays, not only for the Common or Coalition app, which is the most common that everyone writes, but also the individual supplements. So up in Chicago, they have the uncommon essay is what they call it, they're famous for. Or they have their, why this school essay, and we're looking at each and every one of those, and I'm spending, 30 minutes an hour looking at each one of these essays and saying, hey, this is cliche, let's reword this, or let's rework this so you can stand out and really find your niche so you're an applicable person. Because it's kind of like they're casting a show, these colleges.
Yeah.
It's no longer, hey, you're well-rounded. That doesn't work anymore. No. It's finding that niche. This is who I am, this is, what I do, and this is what I want to do, and this is how I can help you and your institution, better themselves, climb up in the rankings. That's what it's all about.
You guys got a moment to stick around?
Yeah.
We got to pay a quick bill, but we'll come back with more of our daily show. A little bit of an extended show today. We're going to push this past the 11 o'clock hour because we still got more guests and we still got to learn more about Aptitude Advancement. You stay there. We'll stay here, right here on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBenderRadio.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. Some Bee Gees on a Wednesday. It's rainy. It's some crying music. So, Kylie, we're coming back and talking all things Aptitude Advancement. When we're talking about the college graduate side of things, which is where really the partnership comes into play, take me through some of the ins and outs, some of the common concerns that are dealt with whenever you have a college graduate and what comes into play.
For sure. So I can speak from personal experience because I went to a really small university for my undergraduate degree, and then I furthered and got a graduate degree. And when I graduated, they kind of just sent me free and didn't
Here you
really,
go.
Good luck. Didn't help me with any sort of career support, interview building, etc. Yes, we took lots of courses on that, but there was not assistance. And so I've actually connected with a lot of college grads that feel the exact same way, and we are working on like placement. Like for instance, I talked to your sister about her graduating and looking for a new career, etc. So we're really here to support that demographic, but I don't want to isolate myself just into college because I have a lot of experience and exposure kind of all over the place, even high school grads that are looking for more permanent full-time positions. But definitely the sky is the limit on what I can do and how I can help. And we've been getting a lot of reviews out there, and we're super stoked about that. So
just keep kicking ass. How
Yeah.
about that? And then Dakota, as we come back, just a little bit more for maybe some of the packages that you offer, especially when it comes to the high school students, and we'll go back to both of your options too, and just how Aptitude Advancement does it. If a parent calls right now, you mentioned the August to May package. What's that kind of look like?
So it's going to start with an initial consultation, and that's complimentary for you if you want to do that. There's a rebate on that. So we'll sit down and we're going to talk about your goals. That's the first thing, and see, what are you looking for, where you want to go, and what are you possibly thinking about majoring in, so we can tailor your application to that. Then those next initial meetings, we're going to sit down and make that college list. That's the most, really the first step is defining these are the schools I'm going to apply to. And when you're applying to these, particularly elite institutions, the people that I've worked with, you're talking 20 to 30 schools. So I'm looking like, hey, can we get you a fee waiver here? Are you a first gen? I can get you a fee waiver here. We can save you some money, because there's thousands of dollars in application fees you could be spending. And that's the niche knowledge that, comes with my experience. I'm 3-4 years into this now. So I was like, hey, this school has this fee waiver, I can pull that in here. Or I know like this person in admissions up there, let's talk with them, get you, an interview there. Or I know this person and this alumni. We have a large network, and that's one thing great about that. But then beyond that, then we're going to start writing those essays. And I sit down, we make a list of these are all the supplemental essays that we need you to work on and write, and we're going to support you through that process. And like, hey, come up with topics for each of these essays that are not cliche. Working with people, because there's so many topics that people might think like, oh, my grandmother's my role model, this or that. Quite frankly, these schools want to admit grandma and not you.
Right.
So right. And those are the things that we're trying to avoid, to give you that strongest application that people might not think of right off the top of their head. Or that, oh, my parents went to college, I don't need a college admissions officer or a resume coach. Well, things have changed. This isn't 1995. Harvard isn't admitting 12, 15% of people. They're admitting 1-2%. So that's the difference, that we have to make your application as strong as possible. So this whole package goes straight through it. So by the time we've written your essays, we're sending out these applications. But then, hey, if you're applying it early and you get, let's say, deferred, or you get waitlisted, I also offer that support. So we're doing what they call a letter of continued interest. We're drafting that, showing that, hey, I'm a strong candidate, I want to go to your school, and this or that. And all these things that we do for these elite institutions are also applicable for any school around here, particularly when it comes to getting those scholarships that make college more affordable. College is more expensive than ever, and that's really important. Is, hey, how the heck am I going to pay for this? Or so we don't get into crippling student loan debt, and that's our job.
Absolutely,
for sure.
That's a wonderful point. And then as we go back to you, Kylie, real quick, we have about 2 minutes left. If someone calls you, whether or not they're a high school student, or maybe they've been an executive for 15 years and they just aren't happy, and whether or not it's maybe finding a new job because we're 45 and college probably isn't for us, or maybe just finding those resources, take me through your packages that you offer, if they're any different than Dakota's, and how you can help them in that regard too.
For sure. So definitely starts with that consultation. I have to get to know you. If you currently have a resume, even if it's outdated, send it. I ask for people to send it to me just so I can kind of dig in and get to know the individual. And then I go myself and put pen to paper, and I go out and I research, current job postings of something that is affiliated with the individual and what they're currently doing, what they've done in the past, and then I go out and I cater their new developed item that they're going to be submitting to possible companies to really strive and drive their strengths. Because one thing that I will tell you is you could sit here and say, oh, I don't have any people management experience, but I want to be at a manager level. Well, we can find people management experience somewhere in your life and then cater it, towards the individual job posting.
Yeah.
And then within like the interview coaching, I'm extremely present on LinkedIn. I help individuals rebrand and send out connections, really broaden their network. And that's how you truly find employment is LinkedIn. Like it's the bread and butter of employment these days.
Or you can just go to RiverBender.com/employment and find the jobs there. But just saying, just wanted to throw that out there. But in all seriousness, what's the best way to stay up to date with all the things you're working on?
So we're currently developing our website. We're almost completed. Within the website, there will be online booking. Our calendars will be available, etc. But definitely heavily involved on Facebook currently. We do have a Google page, so you can Google us and it'll pop up. And once we have that website, it'll all be linked there. But definitely check us out on Facebook, Instagram. We also have a LinkedIn page. We're trying to be very active and really connect with a lot of individuals.
Well, I'm excited to keep learning more and more about this. Thank you all for your time today, and the best of luck going forward.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
We'll take a quick break at 10:50. Just Right Organizing joins us next as we continue this extended daily show on the 3rd day of July right here on RiverBender.com.
No matter the season, Played Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Played Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. prices you can trust, and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. This show's gonna go for another 30 minutes, I think. Why not? You know, interesting Wednesday. Callie, Erwin, how are we doing?
Good. How are you, CJ?
You know,
Yeah.
hanging in there,
Running around.
running around. But you've been off to some good stuff the last couple months. How's everything been?
It's been really good.
Yeah, I heard you found a little bit of a core.
Yes, yeah. So I'm gonna start working with teams. Like so far, you know, I'm going on. I've done a year full time, like as of like right now. So far, it's just been me, you know, and every now and then I'll have an assistant. But the amount of work you can get done with 2 people versus 1, it's literally like 3 times.
Oh, I bet.
And so that's what I'm going to start moving towards. So like I'm starting to scale my company. I'll be looking for people soon. I already have a few people that's, it's not a full-time job thing. It's just more of like project-based.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be, you know, if I get like a 40-hour whole house job, then I'd want like the same like 1 or 2 people working on that with me.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, that's really cool. What made you decide that this was the way to go?
Well, I wanted to wait and see how things were. To be honest, like I get so in the zone when I'm organizing that I was just thinking to myself, you know, how can I really best use someone else? And then I realized, and then I tried it out because I had a client who wanted me to have a couple assistants for a big job. And I tried it out and I was like, this is awesome. Me working them, like 3 people working at the same time. So yeah, I tried it out, even though I was like a little bit skeptical because of like how in my own world I am sometimes.
Right.
And then I realized like, this is awesome. You know, I am providing a paycheck for someone, you know, like this business that I've worked so hard to build, like I get to provide a paycheck to someone, and then I also get to like triple the speed that we can like get through things.
That's really cool. Who the hell who's Jenny?
Oh, Jenny. Yeah, so Jenny's my cousin. Oh my gosh.
Well, let me tell you about this. I slowly have been redoing my house over the last year, and my pantry was the final piece. Callie and Jenny came in and worked wonders with the space, and if you're thinking about it, do it. Treat yourself to the piece of having your space decluttered. You have 21 recommended reviews. That's 100%er on Facebook.
Yep.
That's great.
Yes, thank you.
So whenever, going forward, when's this process is it already started, or is it getting ready to start?
To adding people to my team?
Yep.
I do have a little bit of back-end things to do, but, you know, at this point, I have pretty much what I need ready, just because, like, you know, I have my foundation for sure, but there's other things I need to do, too, to, like, make sure I have my processes in place, because you don't understand, I guess, trying to think of it like this, like trying to train someone, you don't realize what you do until you go try to train someone.
Yeah.
So it's more about, like, documentation and get my processes down. So right now I need to do a post and I need to let people know like parameters. And then I'll have an application on my website. And for anyone who's interested, and like I said, it's more of a part-time project by project based gig. Yeah.
Well, and the thing is, too, it seems like, you know, you really found a niche with these working moms.
Yes.
There's nobody that has a busier schedule than a working mom. I mean, there's nobody that does. And now take me through your partnerships and how you guys are able to really connect, because that's a hard thing to really connect with, is really finding that kind of melding spot. And it did. It happened.
Yeah, with the working moms. I know. And I was told that you do kind of gravitate towards people
similar to you, and that ended up happening for me. You know, like my story was I hired someone to come help me with my basement because I was so overwhelmed with life. And then, but I didn't know how many other moms would be kind of like up for that or like be willing to like accept that help. And then of course you need it in your budget too. And now I'm getting lots of business from lots of busy moms, and it's so gratifying. And I help all different types of people. You know, I help people who are retired. You know, it's just a little bit more of like a slower pace because you have a little bit more time to work on things. But then they're always traveling. You know, they're always they're not. They might be a tad less busy, but they still got stuff going on. And so, yeah, the busy working moms has just been huge. It's been huge.
Well, and now that's seriously though, because I mean, we've all had a working mom in our life.
Yeah.
Don't touch the space.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe, I'm not being funny about this, but when you said that it was that, I'm like, you must be doing something right here.
Right. So there's all different types of personalities. A lot of people, because I think there's some misconceptions, a lot of people know how to organize, they just don't have the time to do it.
Yeah.
So like the mom that left the review about her pantry, her kitchen pantry, she's an entrepreneur, she's running businesses, she is like on the go, obviously she's a mom, so she's got a lot going on, and it's all about the to-do list, you know, like I think she had the kitchen pantry on her to-do list, and she actually, one of my clients had given her a gift certificate, so that was so cool. And then she ended up getting a bigger package, so that was awesome. But it's like that thing on her to-do list just stayed there and kept moving down, kept moving down, kept moving down. And then I come in and I just knock it out. Like something that she would have probably had to take, you know, at least a day off work, focused, because it was a pretty big pantry. Jenny and I went in for 3 hours.
How big was this damn pantry?
It was really big. Yeah. We did awesome. Yeah. Yeah. We literally cleared it out. We put everything back in zones. We labeled everything. Because it's not just about the mom having to put things back. It's like if you want your kid to go put some things away, they need to know where things are too. So I go a little over the top with the labeling.
But I like it though, because a lot of arguments in families start from the most simple things, like putting the damn thing back where it belongs. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And so, I mean, it's funny as it sounds, it actually goes a long way for the dynamic of the family, because you aren't getting crabby because someone forgot to do something here. It's like,
it's clear. Yeah. It's clear cut. It's all labeled. And even my 4-year-old and 5-year-old, like the few things that I do have labeled for them, they know what it says. You know, they can't really read, but like they know what it says because they know mom expects this to be here.
Now, are you still taking clients during your transition to add more people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I am. Yep. I just need to, there's some people that I've only worked with, like just me, just a one-man crew, and I've been transitioning over. I was going to say July, but I think August is when I'll be like, for sure, a 2-man crew moving forward. Because once you go to having another organizer there with you, and then that synergy of you two like plowing away at whatever the space is, then being by yourself just is so, I don't know, it's not as rewarding, and then it's just so inefficient.
It's really lonely, I feel like, too, because
like you don't have anything to talk it out with people.
Callie, but the fact that too, you need that conversation when it's done.
Sometimes,
it's a motivator. I mean, you guys have organized and cleaned out, and during the spring, probably 8 years ago, and it's probably getting worse. You do it every day.
I do it every day.
And we all know what that final hurdle's like.
It's a lot of thought processes.
It is.
But so you're right. Yeah, being able to talk it out is huge. Yeah,
that's
it's
really
huge.
cool.
Yep.
Well, and now going forward, this is what I just think is awesome about what you do. You help really in any situation. It's just get on the books. Let's have a consultation. Let's go check it out. And for all of the folks that maybe don't know, take us through your process. Just that first couple of minutes. So it really kind of, to me, details just the passion that you guys have and what your mission is.
Yes. Yeah. So if someone reaches out to me,
I set up a 15, normally ends up being like 30 minutes consultation, and I learn more about their space. Yeah, right? You get it. We can talk for days. I learn more about their space, and I push like the feeling words, and I look into what do they love, what do they not love, and if you could wave a magic wand, what would things look like? And everyone is so different, so that it's really good. And I sit at my computer and I type out almost everything they say because I want to like really soak it in, and my handwriting is horrible.
Same.
Yeah, it's horrible. I can't reference it. Okay, so then I give them suggestions based on that. So I have a 20-hour package, a 10-hour package, and a 6-hour package. So, depending on their budget, depending on what space they're thinking about, like a pantry, I'd probably say the 6 or the 10. But if they want any more than 2 spaces, if they want 2 spaces done, I'd probably push, I'd for sure push like a 10 or 20 package. If they want to send me pictures, they can. Most people do. Let's see, we get all the dates in the books, like if they book, or try to at least, as far out as they feel comfortable going. But if they do a 20-hour package, I try to get how many sessions that is in the books. I provide almost everything you need. Now, if something requires materials, I can just get them and bring them with me, and whatever we don't use, I can just take back. So yeah, it's easy. Like, I do most of the work, really.
Yeah.
It's just more about
but
being ready.
You aren't abrasive. And that's the thing. You aren't having an Elga go in there and just rip all your junk ounk off the wall and throw it in the dumpster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're an actual teammate.
Yeah.
You aren't just someone that's being the general and going to just rip it all up. It's junk, junk. It's the right way to do it.
Yeah, and I tell them, if you're hesitant, just keep it. When in doubt. If you're hesitant, I do not want you blaming me later. I'm just kidding.
So what I think's really strong about just the presence that you're having with Just Right is I'm looking through, and here, don't take my word for it, look at it with me. And you can see all of these working moms that are talking about just, really how much you helped them, how much space I want a 4-hour organizing session. It shows my pantry is this the pantry?
This is another pantry. I've been doing lots of pantries.
But look at this. I mean, these are all,
yeah, these are all like really busy moms. Toy rooms. That was a toy room.
It's huge. And what I think's crazy is, unless you're a parent, you don't realize how much that means. And I'm not a parent, and I don't really know how much it means. Yeah. I just know it's the right thing to honestly say, to be honest with you, because you're running kids around to practice.
Yeah.
You're taking them to school. Yeah. You're taking them to summer camp, and then you're working, and then you got a doctor's appointment, or X, Y, and Z has one. Good luck trying to find the time.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's so hard to make it a priority. That other pantry, and I'm only saying this because she posted it on Facebook, she had, for 2 years, she had a drawing, a sketch of what she wanted her pantry to look like. For 2 years, it was up on her fridge. And then she won this giveaway. She was like, now is the time. So her husband, they painted, they put up new shelving. It looks so good. And then I just came in and threw all their stuff back, but nice and tidy and labeled and cute. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
And now, if you're, looking to utilize Cali's services because you're a hard at work mom out there, or a group or co-parents that are just busy as all get out, there's only one person to call, and that's Callie Erwin. And now, if you go to Just Right Organizing on their Facebook page, or you could also go to the website, you can see for yourself the amazing work and just, some of the people that are just had their, basically, it looks like, honestly, it's like they hit like this euphoria, they're like,
they feel such a relief.
It's their utopia, and it's the way that they're writing it. It's not like, oh, thanks for collecting my grass, oh my God, this changed my life.
Yes, and it did the same for me too. I was like, oh, I want to do this for other people. Yeah.
So right now, if you have the time, go to. Oh man, don't do this to me, Facebook. Come on. Go to justrightorganizing.net and see all the list of Cali services. When are you going to be putting out more information about maybe adding team members or?
Yeah, soon, really. It's been on my own to-do list for a minute. Yeah, I'd say sometime next week. That's what I'm shooting for.
We'll stay tuned.
Yeah.
And we'll link everything in an article on RiverBender.com. Thanks for being flexible today, and always great talking with you.
Yes, awesome, man.
11:08. This is so weird to say. It's 11:08. We'll take a quick break. That rhymed, and I didn't mean for it to. We'll come back and talk to Lacy McDonald and learn more about our local history right after this on RiverBender.com.
Get paid to go solar. We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientists, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Played Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Played Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
We're bringing it on home at 11:11 with Lacy McDonald. No, you aren't just right organized. It's been a damn Wednesday. Yeah. So, you missed the Wienermobile.
I missed the Wienermobile.
And you're right next door.
I know. I almost could have just looked out my window and seen it, but
they were fun. They were good folks. And I can't believe I took my phone out there and we did a selfie Zoom tour. It's kind of interesting. We'll see how it goes. I didn't see it, so we'll find out how.
Oh, you haven't seen the tour
yet. I think
I'll watch that.
I'm better at. I think I'm a good Timazelle.
Well then,
I think I did my part. Yeah. So you heard about Lincoln's New Salem.
I did.
But the 100 years ago.
100 years ago.
Lincoln's New Old Salem?
Yes. Okay, I actually ended up printing out the newspaper article that confused me so much. This is the first one I found. This is from June 26th. So I think that they'd already started talking about it in the newspaper, but it says, Scout Troop Number 3 wins trip to New Old Salem, Abraham Lincoln's old home. And so it kept saying New Old Salem, and then some articles would say Old Salem, and some would say New Salem, and it's because it had just become a state park in 1919. So this is just 5 years later, and it was New Salem. New Salem was the name of the town and is the name of the state park. But at that point in 1924, there was nothing there. It was just pasture. So it was old New Salem because it didn't have anything. It was no longer a town. And this is the crazy part. I didn't realize this. So it only existed for 6 years. Or no, he lived there for 6 years. It only existed for like 11 years, 13 years. It was platted, New Salem was platted in 1829. Lincoln lived there from 1831 to 1837, and then in the early 1840s, it was just abandoned. So when it became a state park, there was nothing there at all.
What?
Yeah.
So by the way, I was typing in your lower third there this week in local history. I heard Salem so much it said local Salem for a couple of seconds. So what was the decision? Was there just one that said at the... My question is, when did Lincoln's importance really come into play? Was it always there? Was there ever like a couple of years where the country really didn't like President Lincoln after, during his presidency, after his presidency, and then he was appreciated, or was he always just this grand figure?
That's a really good question, and there are so many Lincoln historians out there, and they might know more than I do on this. But from what I kind of understand, after the 1858 debates, he was on the national stage. So even though the debates between him and Stephen Douglas were about Illinois, about becoming an Illinois senator, that really propelled him to greater heights. He always had detractors. Like, you can find like political cartoons about Lincoln where you're, wow, this is mean. But I would say in general, he was, from when we went to national prominence, he's been looked at as important. I mean, even when the Civil War was going on, even when he hadn't been assassinated yet, like, people kind of understood that this was a big deal.
Right.
So, and he was the one, who was president during this time. So I kind of mentioned a couple weeks ago about how the state parks in Illinois were first formed for historical reasons, not for pretty park reasons. And so it's not surprising that New Salem was one of the ones that they got around to right away. And then after it was established, people were going there and just checking out the land. Like, the Boy Scouts were just going to camp and swim in the creek and be where Lincoln was. And I mean,
it almost it seems like, though, just from hearing that, just to be where Lincoln was the draw.
Exactly. So you weren't even going to look at anything other than to just be in his space, like where he had been. So later in the 1930s is when the Civilian Conservation Corps built all kinds of state park things, like lodges, and in this case, the log buildings that you can see today. And the Civilian Conservation Corps is one of my favorite things ever. The WPA as well. I mean, especially in working on all of this, I've gotten to see a lot of their projects, and it's really, really cool.
How did they get funding for those projects?
Oh, that was all New Deal stuff. So.
Oh, okay. So all FDR, New Deal.
Yeah, FDR. Getting people back to work, basically. So the Civilian Conservation Corps was mostly young men that were doing kind of construction projects, that kind of thing. There are, I think, 4 lodges in Illinois, including Pierre Marquette, that were built by the Civilian Conservation Corps.
Wow.
And I want to visit them all at some point.
That'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah.
So, in 1924, the Court of Honor set forth a contest to see which local troop could produce the most first-class scouts in a certain length of time. Mm-hmm. And now troop number 3, fill me in on
number 3. And I don't know what the length of time was. They never specified that. And it was just to go up in rank. So, like, to go up to being an Eagle Scout, or to go up to being whatever the next rank was within the troop. And so troop number 3 was out of Upper Alton Baptist Church, and they won this contest. And so they were given this trip, but when they met to start planning it, the river was too high and it was going to be too dangerous to go where they wanted to go. Or maybe they couldn't even camp on the banks of the river because it was up too much.
Okay.
So whatever it was, they weren't going to make it. And so they ended up going to what was Camp Hawley, was just transitioning to Camp Warren Levis, whose 100th anniversary is this year as well. So they spent their 3 days, and this kind of just shows like what nice kids they were. They spent their 3 days that they were supposed to go on this trip cleaning everything up at camp to get everything ready for the dedication and all of that. So
that's
kind
really
of a nice story.
cool.
They still got to go to New Salem. They had to wait till August. I made sure to put that in there because I wanted to show that they still got to receive their award. But yeah, they got the swimming pool finished and cleaned everything up at Camp Warren Levis.
I just think it's fascinating to know that, I mean, it's not, I hate to say the word weird, it's unique, because nothing's weird, it's always different. And to know that the tourist attraction was just to say I I promise I went to school. I stood on the same ground as Abraham Lincoln was the draw.
Yes.
I mean, and I'm not being funny. I mean,
No.
it just to me, we'd go, okay, well, that's cool, you know. But that was literally it. And you could swim in the same creek.
Well, and this is people from Alton, so there were places that you could
go
all
over.
I'm gonna go stand in front of the Franklin House.
Was it marketing that drew the name? I mean, was it the way they marketed this? It's Lincoln's Old New Salem. I mean, what was it? Just a marketing thing that got everyone to really go and bite into this? It's just fascinating.
The
to me.
Scouts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that it was going to be a camping trip, and they already liked camping, so it was probably like, oh, this is a new place we've never been before. Get a little bit of funding to get to go further. So I don't know, but they seemed really excited about it.
It's very fascinating to me how it developed. Because when I went to, what do you call it now? Is it just Salem?
It is New Salem State Park.
Okay.
Lincoln's New Salem.
Because when you go up there, I mean, it's beautiful the way they lay it out now, and it's so interactive. I love.
And I haven't been.
Oh
so.
no, seriously, you gotta go. Take the kiddos.
Yeah.
It's a weekend trip.
Okay.
It's so fun. Maybe even a day trip, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But go and do it. But just to know, like, that's how it started to where we are now, and knowing that one of the local troops had the chance to do it, but after being told. Not right now, or what came up?
The river was too high.
The river was too high. Let's go clean up our own backyard. That's pretty darn cool.
And they unanimously decided to do that.
And so not even one said no.
All of them. And I think there were 18 boys that went. 18 Boy Scouts made the trip up to New Salem. So presumably that's the same number that went to Camp Warren Levis to work on everything.
Very fascinating.
Yeah, and they got home, arrived back in time for the Baptist Sunday School picnic supper at Rock Spring Park. So they didn't miss that.
They weren't going to miss that one. I could tell you that one.
I'm sure I wouldn't want to miss that either.
Coming up next week.
The food.
Oh, the food, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I don't know, maybe I did. I'm kind of skinny, Lacey. I got an issue going on.
You've missed too many picnics.
What'd you write about this week?
I am writing about, I guess it's for tomorrow, the 4th of July accidents. Be careful around fireworks. That is eternal advice.
Hold on. We can't just drop those mortars in there when they're already lit and just drop them in the tube and just say, let's blast them off?
No.
Oh.
No, be careful.
Please be safe, seriously.
Seriously, be safe. I don't want someone to be writing about you in 100 years and the accident that you had on this 4th of July.
The way medicine's going, it could be you, Lacey. We're getting advanced.
Oh, with me writing,
the way
not
medicine's
me getting
no. You could be writing about it. The way medicine's going, I could be doing this show in 300 years.
Yeah, we can just have this be an eternal show.
At 11:21, you can see Lacy McDonald's article because it actually is up today. And you can see it on RiverBender.com. I'll see you next Wednesday at 10:10.
Sounds good.
And I'll see all of you tomorrow for our 4th of July show. I'll be live with Lee Cox and Redbird Barbershop. We'll have some fun in between, and we'll see what trouble I can cause on our Independence Day. On that note, have a great day. Try your best to stay out of jail.